Excuse me, 1, 2. Hello. Hello.
Is that Will Ferrell? Is that a?
Yeah, I am clearing my throat a little bit because I had a little scratch earlier. Wanted to make sure I wasn't too raspy for all you ladies out there. I want to say hi.
Hey, Robbie, you're good. Raymond, can I have you speak on the mic?
Yeah, how you guys doing? Good to be here tonight. Man, I love y'all. I'd like to thank Robert, Anthony, and everybody out there.
How's the restaurant doing?
It's doing well. Thank you very much for asking. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there one of these days.
Yeah, one day. Just let me know, and if I'm off or if I'm not doing something else, I'll meet you there.
Sounds good. All right, we are good. Alrighty, you fellas ready?
Yes.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1.
Hello, this is Mortgage Talk with Robert Bomer, and we have Raymond Aquino here. Start off the show. I'm an active loan originator. Loan origination. Loan NMLS number 322918. You can get a hold of me directly at 760-669-7813. I work with FBC Mortgage, which is an equal housing lender. Their NMLS is 152859. So check out our YouTube channel, Mortgage Talk Podcast. We are trying to post more videos, but we do post our shows. And also, a couple shout outs. We're getting close to April. April is technically, we're trying to make it official across the nation, well, at least the high desert. But April is Fair Housing Month. So April 20th, we'll be having a show for fair housing, an event. So everybody's going to be welcome for that. More information to come. And Raymond.
Yes. Hi, everybody. Ray Aquino here. Thank you again, Robert, for the introduction. And I'm a local investor here in the High Desert. My wife and I, we are buy and hold investors, and we've been doing it consistently for the past 3.5 years, since 2019. We have a local restaurant here in Hesperia called the Springhouse Family Restaurant, located at 16441 Main Street, Hesperia, California, 92345. You can call in advance, have an order done, and pick it up at your convenience at 760-949-2441. You can also reach me on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel called Investing in Rentals. I found my passion, and Instagram along with TikTok at AquinoRay99. Thank you.
Yeah, so man, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Raymond's definitely going to be here quite a bit. He is very close on the path of being a realtor. He's literally started from the homeowner we talked about, the first-time home buyer, and is an amazing investor personally for himself, with real estate. And, the evolution has brought him to really, being a licensed realtor. We're excited for that.
Yes.
Today I wanted to start off the show reaching out to the current homeowners. We're going to talk about and why you want to buy now, because this is a perfect example from what I'm seeing, hearing on the news, where, with inflation, everybody, it's just more expensive. Southern California, even in the high desert, it's expensive to survive, to get by. Everything's getting more expensive, right? But homeowners have a huge advantage. Especially, we talked about simple interest, and being a homeowner right now, the big advantage right now, and what we're seeing, and give you an example, is real life happens over 1, 2, 3 years. Raymond's been, it kind of speaks to how we mindset with Raymond, and when we first met, and how we changed your mindset, and how you've evolved to now. This speaks perfect to it.
Yes.
So I have a perfect example where homeowners have a great rate. They've been at their house, and they have a really low rate.
Yes, they do.
I think it was 3%. But all of a sudden, you have a car loan, the toy loan, some credit cards. Real life happens. you know, and the way you're structured is not really maximizing your net income.
I agree, Robert. And you're absolutely right about that. When we restructured everything that I had on the books in 2019, you helped me get rid of a car loan with that HELOC that we got out of my primary residence, right? Not only that, we paid off a few credit cards, which freed up exactly $1,211, Robert.
We had to save that $1,000. We had to save that G.
Yeah, more than a G.
It was
a G.
all right. We want to buy a rental. Let's say on paper that savings allows you to afford more. We were talking
Yes.
earlier about how that led to more rentals and giving you the confidence, because all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute, I just bought a rental, and it's a few $100 really in the end, because it was a little more than the savings, the new house payment. But that $1,200 was cash flow and the way you manage, and it's really impressive when you look at how you manage it. But when we looked at this person with great interest rate, and when they told me they're putting out, let's say, 3,000 plus, well, we were able to do a certain program, and in the end, it was estimating low 1,700 a month savings. And
Yes.
the wife,
My mama, my
the
wife.
mama, the
Mama of the
wife,
household, yes.
because a lot of times you have hard workers, and then the moms or whoever's taking care of the household, they're managing and stressing out over this. Like, man, we're putting out all our net income. They make great income. The mother actually is quite talented and can work from home and do other things, and do it on her time, but she needs to be at home. And now how do we, make our lifestyle better and, have that, and be comfortable and not stress. And that's where, when we restructured it, we simplified it. Long story short, we simplified it, and in the end, and really from what she was realistically spending, $2,000 a month savings. Structured the perfect first payment. I call it the designer first, like we did with yours. I think I used that lingo back then. And then, we gave him the biggest HELOC you can. And
Yes.
really, and I found out these days, sounds weird, but that's a tool we can use for top clients. So, but Raymond, I wanted to also talk to homeowners, especially for somebody like that who's like, man, we make great money. All right, we have some debt, but man, I want to take the next step. That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Yes, let's do it.
I want to take the next step and go and buy a rental. What's the first, obviously what would be your first, and you were there.
My first step into seeing if you can get into that next level, where you have your primary residence and you want to go ahead and take to the next level and get a rental property. First thing you're going to want to know is if you can qualify for that loan or for that second property, right? So you have to reach out to your experts. Robert Bulmer, call him up, ask him what you can do with your resources and what you have available to you, and he's going to let you know how you can qualify or what you need to do to qualify, whether it be paying off some bills, paying off a car payment. But regardless, you're not going to know until you call an expert, right? And that's what I did in 2019 when I went and bought that property, where it pushed us to the next level. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's when you come to me. We redesign everything. Like Raymond, as an example. Okay, can we save money or not? You have a big asset here. Okay, what can we do to take it to that next level?
Yes.
Because the first thing I would tell Raymond when he calls me is, hey, you own a home, you want to buy an investment home. Because
Yes.
at that time, you couldn't justify moving. You wanted to stay in the house you were in now. So you had to have a certain amount of down payment. And the most important thing we said was reserves.
So what is it that you guys check first things first, Robert? What do you check to qualify the person, or what do they need to qualify, or what do they need to have to qualify for a second loan?
That's a great question, and we always talk about the three main qualifying
Thank
factors,
you, yes.
the three categories. One being credit. Two is, I always ask this question, is how much monthly income can we prove?
Income. Yep.
income dictate. Number two is actually important. The most important as when it comes to it dictates what you could afford.
Income.
Your income, your monthly income is